and good morning. Another Transformative Tuesday is upon us again. Woo! As always, I'm Dennis R. Holder, Mr. Motivation, the CEO of Herald of Hope, Books and Inspirations. And yes, I'm coming to you, each and every one of you, with some words of encouragement, of empowerment, of enrichment. I want you to wake up and do what? Transform into your next best self. Here we are on this Transformative Tuesday, blessed with another chance to come to you on this Tuesday. In the month of August, where we've been talking about our theme, our topic, our mantra for the month, which has simply been the Herald of Hope, Books and Inspirations motto, where there's a will, there's a way. Hope, which is based off our symbol, the double X stack, which simply means hope. What I've been encouraging you and reminding each and every one of you, we all have hope. And where there's a will, there is a way. No matter what you face, no matter what circumstance you come up against, no matter what you find yourself facing in this season, in this set of circumstances, in this walk of life, I need you to continue to hold your head up and remind yourself that there is a will, there is a way, and there is always hope. Now, without any further delay, I'm ready to jump into it. As you can tell, hey, I'm already ready to get going. I'm already running, so you better catch up. Here we go with our topic for today, our quote that I want to use. It basically says that it's not over, hey, until you learn how to win. Now, I know somebody want to say, no. Dennis, what you mean is that it's not over until we win. No, that's not what I said. Listen, Transformative Tuesday says, Mr. Motivation says to us that it's not over until you learn how to win. Now, Dennis, what does that mean? I want you to take that W, that I, and that N. I want to redefine them. I want to shake them up. I want to reinstate a new definition of winning in your mindset. I want you to realize that the W, the I, the N simply means that I need you to walk in your natural gift, talents, and abilities. Hey, somebody didn't hear me this morning. I said it's not over until you learn how to win. Now, I'm reminded of a story. When these words came to me, when I wrote them down and I decided to share them with you as our food for thought for today, I'm reminded of a story. One of my favorite storytellers, one of my favorite orators, one of my favorite motivational speakers, Les Brown, was sitting down one day and he was reminiscing about a time he spent with his young son, his namesake, Les Jr., who couldn't have been any more than maybe 8, 9, 10 years old at the most. And he said, because he stayed so busy writing books and traveling and speaking and going, he made sure to make time for all of his kids as much as possible. Well, Les Jr.'s favorite thing to do was to play board games. So here he was this weekend or this particular day that they happened to be off, and he and Les Jr. just made it a day to play board games. Now, they started out simple, playing tic-tac-toe, which Les was able to win, like I'm talking about 8 out of 10 games. So they went to the next game. They started playing checkers, and Les started to win those games too. Then it went to Connect Four. Les started to win all those games, and then finally got the chess. The little boy was just digging in, but he couldn't find a win to save his life, okay? So at this point, as a father, as a man, Les Brown, he went from having fun to, man, son, I'm getting tired of beating you throughout this whole thing. He said he looked over at his son. He thought he'd be discouraged. He thought he'd be upset. He thought he'd be frustrated, maybe ready to cry and just, throw it off to the side and move on. But the little boy didn't. When he told him, son, we can do something else with our time. We don't have to sit and play board games all day. We don't even have to stay inside. Let us go to the zoo. Let us get out and take a ride and do something. He said, no, Dad. Let's stay in here. It's not over until I win. In fact, it's not over until I learn how to win. Les said at the time he didn't think anything about it, but he thought it was unique that his son said it this way. It's not over until he learned how to win. Lo and behold, as they played another game or a Scrabble or whatever else they played, his son won. Immediately after winning, his son hits his hand down on the table and said, Dad, that's it. I win. I'm a winner for the day. He reminds him and says, son, I beat you almost in every game. You might have won one time. His son immediately looks at him and says, Dad, whether I won one time or whether I won 12, a win is a win. And you know what? I don't care about the losses. If you beat me 100-1, I still won on this time and this opportunity. Now, Dennis, what are you saying to me today? I need us to have that same spirit. I don't care if you find yourself in diverse situations. If you find yourself making a mistake, if you find yourself like you fall into the wayside, like you don't know which way to go, remind yourself that you don't always fall to the wayside. You haven't always lost your way. And guess what? You haven't ended up in this point in your life because you didn't make any mistakes. In fact, I want to remind you, if you're not making some mistakes, if you don't make a couple of errors, you're not really trying in life. But the thing I need you to remember, what winners do, when you learn to walk in your natural gifts, talents, and abilities, they learn lessons. Hey, they don't repeat the same losing circle. They realize that this is where I lost. This experience, this is where I fell short. This is where I didn't quite measure up. You learn the lessons. You do better. What me and my wife always instruct our children is, it's not that we expect you to be perfect children. It's not that we expect you not to ever make mistakes. What we expect of you is to make a mistake and learn from it. Do better, be better for it. That's what I'm telling you. If you really want to walk in your natural gifts, talents, and abilities, you got to learn from the experiences of life. You got to grow from it. You got to evolve from it. Not become bitter when you have the opportunity to become better. I need you not to walk around with your head held down like you're some loser. You're only a loser when you decide to give up. You're only someone who is defeated when you decide to accept defeat. You're only someone who has found themselves not claiming victory when you decide to walk around like a victim. This is up to you. You have the choice to walk in your natural gifts, talents, and abilities. Now, when I say walk, I want to emphasize the walk part of this. Because a lot of people are like, what do you mean? We should run toward our destiny. No, I need you to walk. Because when you walk, it signifies, guess what? Walking toward your destiny signifies that you know that that's there what's for you. What's for you is for you, excuse me. You understand that nobody can take your good. They can't stop your destiny. They can't keep you from growing, evolving, stepping into this next business that you're meant to accomplish. Nobody can stop you from making the highest grade in the class. Nobody can stop you from continuing your college education. Nobody can stop you from evolving and doing better and advancing on your job, on and on and on. You decide that what's for me is for me. I'm going to take my gifts, my talents, my abilities. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be courageous. I'm going to operate with a blessed mindset. I'm going to know that I'm persistent, persevering, and I have within me all that I need to go forward and grow forward because I'm walking in my natural gifts, talents, and abilities. What is for me is for me. My gifts will make room for me. Hey, somebody need to hear that. Stop trying to force doors open. Allow your gifts to get you through those doors. Allow your talents to carry you in an anointing that is meant to meet an appointed time. Somebody didn't hear me. Let me back up for you. As your gifts and talents make room for you, allow your anointing, those gifts, talents, and abilities to meet up with your appointing time. And then they will collaborate and bring you forward. So then you have a winner's mentality. What am I saying to you? Am I saying you're not going to ever lose? Things aren't going to ever not go your way? Am I saying that you won't ever taste the bittersweet taste of loss? No, what I'm saying to you is when you encounter loss, you'll learn a lesson. What I'm saying is when you find yourself feeling weak, you'll realize you're a warrior. When you find yourself feeling like I could see myself as a victim, but I'm not. I'm a victor. I'm an overcomer. I am more than a conqueror. And I need you to realize that on this Transformative Tuesday, Transformative family, each and every one of us have the mindset, the perspective, the ability to be winners, to walk in our natural gifts, talents, and abilities. I need you to step up to the challenge, embrace the opportunities, and do what, if nothing else, be willing to transform on this Tuesday. Come on with me, winners, and go forward. Otherwise, I need you all to do what? Be blessed on this Transformative Tuesday.